We want to bring you up to speed on how many cases we are facing right now in our area, also in California. Tonight in California, we now know more than 14,000 people are confirmed to have the virus. Tragically, more than 340 people have now died in the state. And tonight, we can confirm a death involving a senior living facility in Gold River. Staff confirms to us that today they were told a resident at the Eschaton Lodge passed away after testing positive for coronavirus.
And depending on who you ask, California could hit the peak in coronavirus cases later this month or next month. And that is giving the state some time to prepare. Just hours ago, Governor Gavin Newsom was inside Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento. It is now being turned into a hospital for coronavirus patients. But as you can imagine, that is leaving some neighbors concerned. ABC 10's Kevin John is getting answers tonight.
Well, it's been over 3 years since Sleep Train Arena has seen any kind of major action inside the building. But all that can change in 2 weeks when this arena will welcome a new kind of action they've never seen before. With the anticipated surge in coronavirus cases over the next several weeks, the arena will serve as an alternate care site. Governor Newsom toured the site today and is grateful that Sleep Train Arena will be able to provide the care needed.
We have sites like this arena in every major region in the state of California. This allows us to do the kinds of things that, frankly, some other parts of this country weren't able to do.
Now, it's important to know that this alternate site will not be exclusive to coronavirus patients. The patients could range from non-coronavirus patients with lower level needs to mildly to moderately symptomatic coronavirus patients. While it's unknown how many coronavirus patients could end up here, it's enough to make people who live in the area feel a bit uneasy.
At first I was terrified. I really got scared because we've been told to distance ourselves from everybody, and now they're bringing the people with the virus over here, basically my backyard.
Michelle has lived in Natomas the last few years, and she says the thought of coronavirus patients in the area will likely change her routine.
I'll probably start shopping at different areas.
Mayor Steinberg today announced on his Twitter page that he was, quote, so proud of the city of Sacramento. I had a chance to speak with Councilmember Angelique Ashby earlier today, and she emphasized that this is a proactive measure to give surrounding hospitals as much support as they need throughout this pandemic.
And keep in mind, Natomas is not the only area getting a hospital. The Army Corps of Engineers has been looking at 24 sites across the state. Meanwhile, many places are already experiencing a surge in cases. Tonight in New York, the Navy hospital ship known as the Comfort is now accepting coronavirus patients. The president also opened the doors to New Jersey cases as well. And tonight, California is sending 500 of its ventilators to the national stockpile. If you were wondering why this is happening, Governor Gavin Newsom says California hospitals have increased their collection from more than 7,500 machines to 11,000. The governor believes the state is in a position to lend the equipment for now.
And here at ABC 10, we stand for you. We have been getting thousands of questions from you about the coronavirus, your personal safety, and your paychecks. One viewer tonight is asking us when those stimulus checks will arrive in your direct deposit or also in the mail. Well, the Treasury Secretary says direct deposit payments will come starting next week. But if you do not have direct deposit, it may take up to 5 months to get a check. The IRS is working on a website, so those who are not set up for direct deposit can then sign up. And another viewer is asking us, how do I shop safely during the coronavirus outbreak? Tonight, ABC 10's Giacomo Luca spoke with a doctor.
Grocery stores have already implemented measures to help slow the spread of coronavirus, with policies like limiting the number of people who can enter a store at a given time. But doctors say shoppers can do a lot too to protect themselves and those around them too.
I think the first and foremost is to socially distance.
Dr. Ravinder Kara says the most important measure you can take is keeping at least 6 feet apart from anyone while you're in public. That may be hard to do in a grocery store, which is why he suggests to bring your patients.
You know, what's been most successful for my wife and I is that we pause and give everybody the right of way.
Remember to wash your hands and wipe down your cart when entering a store, then do it again when you leave. He also says don't touch your face. Wearing a mask can help with that, even if the mask isn't meant to protect you from coronavirus.
if you accidentally touch something and then, want to touch your face, you all of a sudden realize that you've got something on your face and that you shouldn't be touching your face in the first place. So
while he understands shopping may normally be a family event, he also suggests to shop alone to limit any unnecessary exposure. Now, when you arrive home, he says you don't need to wash most package items, but things that touch your mouth, like, for instance, a water bottle, should be cleaned the same way that you clean your fruits and veggies. Really simple, by running them under cold water with clean hands.
And to limit the amount of times you do go to the store, there are ways to add to your shopping list and keep things from going out of commission in your kitchen. That is to add things to your freezer. So you can even freeze eggs. That is something some people are wondering about. According to Consumer Reports, eggs will last in your fridge for 3 to 5 weeks after you purchase them. But if you aren't going to finish that carton in time, you can beat and then freeze them in an airtight container for about a year.
Date on the egg carton is not a live and die date. You don't need to throw the eggs out if it's past that date.
For leafy produce, if you drop it in boiling water for a short period, then transfer it to ice water to stop the cooking, Consumer Reports say that it will last 10 months when frozen. Bread can also last a long time. Just make sure you're not refreezing it.
Make sure that it's pre-sliced so that you're not thawing and refreezing it and you're taking out exactly what you need.
No matter what the rule is here, it is always best, if there is any doubt, throw it out. It's never good to keep anything that you're a little iffy about. We're answering more of your questions later in the show too.